Hi yogis and welcome to class. I am Emily. This is a yoga class that I have designed for runners, and I think it's going to be one of quite a few that I might have with this purpose. I'm running myself and I know the struggles that runners might have, and I guess most of them have, with tightness in, for example, your quads, hip flexors, hamstrings. So of course there will be a lot of focus on creating some strength and flexibility in those areas in this class. And we will of course also move through some strength work and twists and some back mobility, because I think that is what most people actually need. So just sit down, find a comfortable seat in the center of your mat and close down your eyes. You can let your hands rest on your knees. Just take a couple of breaths to land on your mat. Just notice the weight of your body and the contact with the mat. Ground down through your sitting bones and let every inhale create length throughout your spine all the way to the top of your head. And just for a short moment, let go of everything around you, the day that you have had up till this moment, and also your plans for the future, for the rest of the day, for the rest of your life. Just be in this moment. And if you want to set an intention for this class, I invite you to do that now. It could be an intention of gratitude, or just more physical intention, something that you want to keep in mind during the class. Maybe a sense of playfulness, maybe a focus on your breath, to pay that some extra attention. If you plan to use your Ujay Pranayama, you can start activating that now, finding that constriction at the back of your throat. And with every exhale, start to lift your pelvic floor and draw your navel up and back towards your spine, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha. Lower your shoulders down with the exhale. And then very gently open your eyes, just a small, very tiny little narrow. And then eventually all the way to open eyes. Inhale and find length. And when you're exhaling, just let your chin drop to your chest. Inhale. And let your head roll over to your right side. You can gaze up. Really find like a heaviness in your left shoulder. And exhale, roll your chin to your chest and all the way over to your right. Inhale. To your left. Inhale. Lift your gaze. Exhale. Roll through center. Over to the right. Inhale to lift. Exhale, roll down. Really work through all your stickiness in your neck. And just move with your breath. Make this practice your own. And just really work into all the sensations everywhere that you feel something, and just notice where you actually feel something. And work with that area. Send your breath to that area. Once more. To the right. And to the left. Exhale, roll to center, chin the chest. Inhale to lift your head up. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze up and see your palms touch. Really find length here. Stretch your arms straight. Squeeze your core. Inhale, lower your shoulder blades down. Exhale, let your left hand land on the outside of your right thigh. I'm displaying this in a mirrored version, so just listen to what I say. Right fingertips are landing behind you. Inhale for length up through your spine and exhale. Use the strength of your core to rotate your body. Once more, inhale for length. Exhale to rotate. Inhale all the way to center. Arms sweep up, gaze up. Exhale, other side. Right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Fingertips of your left hand land behind. Inhale. Lift through your spine. Exhale to rotate. Don't just yank yourself around. Really squeeze your core. Once more, inhale. Stretch tall and exhale. Rotate back. Once more each side. Inhale, sweep up a little faster. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Palms to touch. Clasp your hands and then turn your palms so that they face towards the ceiling. Stretch tall. Inhale. Exhale, bring your palms to face me and really press them forward, round your back. Maybe gaze towards your navel. Inhale up once more. And exhale, round in. Inhale up. Stretch tall, let go of the clasp. Right hand or fingertips lands to the floor. Inhale, stretch tall through your left fingertips through your arm. Really ground down through your left hip. Exhale, lean over to the left. Open your chest to the sky. Maybe gaze underneath your armpit. Really find length throughout the entire left side. Inhale, sweep back up. Palms to touch, other side. Left fingertips land. Inhale for length through the right side. Exhale to just lean in towards the left. And really rotate your chest open. Gaze up. Inhale all the way back up. Palms to touch, squeeze your core. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Find your way to all fours. Or no, actually we're going to just do one little leg. Start off with a little leg stretch. So we're going to go to Janushirsasana. So just stretch your right leg out and place the sole of your left foot in towards your right thigh. Really press, like find an activation here. So you're not just like flopping out. I want you to just all the time actually find activation in your body, because this will not just create like more strength, but it will also build more awareness, more body awareness. When you actually find activation and you find this, the two opposite forces here with one leg pressing in to the other one, and the other one is kind of resisting that pressure. So rotate your entire upper body towards your right leg. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Gaze up and exhale, fold from your hip over your right leg. And really try to focus on like having sticking your sitting bones out towards the back. Instead of just rounding in, really lift your chest. Inhale, find length through your spine, and exhale, just fold down a little deeper. You can just rest anywhere that this might be here, or it might be all the way down here. It doesn't matter wherever you are. Just find where you have something to work with, because that is where you need to be. So don't just try to force your forehead to your leg. Just be and work where you find sensation in your hamstring. Inhale, lift back up, switch out the legs, so stretch out your left leg. The sole of your right foot presses in towards your left thigh. Find the activation, rotate your upper body towards your left legs. Inhale, lift up, exhale to fold. Fingertips land and inhale, really find length, stick the butt out, lift the chest and exhale, fold down. Inhale, come back up. And now it's time to get to all fours. So place your palms just underneath your shoulders and as always your knees underneath your hips. Squeeze your core. Remember, keep that activation of your core all the time. And place your fingers so you spread your fingers and maybe you point your index fingers to the top of the mat. Press the mat away. Don't overextend your elbows. Inhale to drop your belly and lift your tail. Maybe you sway a bit if you feel like it. Lift your gaze and exhale to round into the cat pose. Gaze towards your navel and press the mat away, round your spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to round in. You can just choose here whether you want to have your toes down or your toes tucked. Can be totally up to you, however you feel like it. Just keep going with your breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift once more. Exhale to round. Inhale, find a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and with your exhale, lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog. So just pedal out your feet. Just bend one knee at a time. And do whatever if you want to take any other movements in this position in order to start waking your body up, to get comfortable in your downward facing dog. You go ahead and do that and then just eventually find stillness in downward facing dog. Gaze towards your knees, lift your navel up towards your spine, press the mat away through your hands and find a beautiful length from your hands to your hips. Inhale, come high up on your toes, gaze in between your hands, bend your knees and just take a big step to the top of the mat. Let your feet land hip width apart, lean into your toes. Stretch your butt up, stretch your sitting bones up towards the ceiling, and then grab hold of opposite elbows and fold in. Maybe just wiggle your head out a little bit. Sway gently from side to side. Move your weight from one foot to the other. Lean into your toes once more, lift your sitting bones. And then just release your hands. Place your right palm to the mat. Bend your right knee. And then sweep your left hand up with an inhale. Maybe you can gaze up with your right eye towards your left fingers. Inhale for length. And exhale, fall back down, both straight legs. And other side, place the left palm, bend the left knee, inhale. Right arm sweeps up. Lift up, really through the fingertips, open the chest to the side. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Your hands can come to your shins. Exhale, place your palms. Step back to high plank. Find your high plank with your hands underneath your shoulders. Press the mat away. Kind of a dome in between your shoulder blades. Super active legs. Press out through your heels. Squeeze your core. Hold it. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, lift up to the core, 1. Inhale, press the weight forward. Exhale, lower down really slowly. We're going to lower into a 90-degree here. If it's too hard on the arms, bring your knees down. Otherwise, keep them up. Hold it halfway down for 3, 2, 1. Get ready to press up, all the way up. Once more, weight forward. Exhale, super slow chaturanga. Use your arms, you can do it. And almost all the way down. Just hold it a little bit longer and then land all the way down on your belly. Widen between your feet. Place your fingertips like in the height of your shoulders outside the mat. Squeeze the entire backside. Inhale, lift your chest, lower your shoulders, draw your elbows slightly back towards your legs. Exhale, lower it down. We're gonna go for 3 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lower. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift up and try to find a little bit more height, a little bit more activation every time. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower it down. Place your palms, hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your feet to about hip width apart and tuck your toes. Squeeze your core and engage your legs so that your knees are lifting off the mat. Inhale, exhale, rest back up to high plank. Take an inhale here, press the mat away, and exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Yeah, you can walk it out. And then find stillness. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. And when you're here, just make 3 big circles, like you're drawing a circle with your knee. Engage around your hip. Inhale to lift the knee up. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest. Press the mat away, bring the weight into your hands. When here, inhale and drop your knee and your shin almost all the way down to the mat. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower. Last time, bring it back up. Press the mat away, stay for the inhale. Exhale, place your foot in between your hands, lower your back knee down. Untuck your back toes and inhale, sweep your arms up for anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale for length, and when you exhale, bring your left arm forward and your right arm back for a twist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to settle. Inhale, sweep your right arm down and forward all the way back to center anjaney. Exhale to twist. Once more. Right arm sweeps forward. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Last time. Sweep forward. Inhale, lift. Palms touch. Find length with an inhale, and with your exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Press your palms together. Lift your chest. Find length through your spine. Avoid rounding in, but really find length. Lower your shoulder blades down. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Frame the front foot. Lean back into your left thigh and stretch out your right leg. to half Hanuman pose. Or the Hanumanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold over that front leg. And just as in the beginning, really stretch out through your back sitting bones, as if you had many sitting bones, your sitting bones, and really press firmly down through your front heel and kind of almost draw that front heel back towards the back knee and find an activation here, not just hanging in the stretch, but really finding a strong activation in your front hamstring. Inhale once more for length and exhale to fold. From here, inhale, come up. And now we're going to walk. I'm just going to move forward just a little bit so I don't end up outside my mat. Just going to sit back into a hero pose. If this is too much for you, you can stay here. Or actually, if it's far too much, you can just stay here and work wherever you feel it. But try to sit back and make sure that your left foot is on the outside of your left glute. Sit down on your sitting bones and see if you can find a stretch in your left quad. If this feels completely fine, then gently start walking backwards, leaning back. Squeeze your core as always. Maybe come down onto your forearms. Maybe actually, if you want to, you can come all the way down. If this is what it takes to make you feel a stretch in your left quad. Squeeze your core, and if you are down, make your way back up. Inhale, come forward. Just scoot your left knee back slightly. Fingertips are framing the foot. Inhale to lift your chest, lower your hip down. Exhale, heel toe your front foot over to the left side and just lower your knee down into pigeon prep. Make sure to roll your back, your hips into square, kind of just squeeze your left glute to make that happen and to keep an activation in your left hip flexor. Inhale to lift your chest. If you find this is too much, you can bring your back leg into a 90 degree and just find an easy stretch here. Otherwise, if you're all the way back into pigeon, lift your chest, and if it feels good, just gently walk your hands forward. Maybe come down to your forearms. And remember to be super active even in those more restorative poses. Really work in to your hips and send your breath to wherever you feel some sensation, and maybe you can wiggle into something deeper. Just listen into your body, never overdo anything. Never do anything that doesn't feel really good. Squeeze your core, come back up to your fingertips, and just sweep your left leg forward. And find Navasana, the boat pose. Lift your chest, arms forward, palms are facing one another. Squeeze your core, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to stretch. And exhale, lift back up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower it down. Last one, lower. Ooh, lift back up. Place the soles of your feet to the mat and kind of round in between your knees, and see if you can round in as much so that your butt is lifting. squeeze your core when you try this. And this actually, if you can do this or not, has a lot to do with your proportions. So don't be discouraged if it doesn't ever happen, because it's very much about how long your shin bones are, or your thigh bones. So, but it might also be that you need to work with your core and your mobility. It makes it a lot easier if you can get your heels closer to your butt. It's easier to just lean in. It's kind of obvious that if your heels are way forward, it is not going to work. So bring your heels in and lean in. Place your palms, step back to high plank. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll over your toes, lift your chest, squeeze your legs, upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back to downward facing dog. Great work, you guys. Gonna go for the left side. Inhale, sweep your left leg up, bend the knee and open the hip. And just start making your big circles with your knee. Imagine you're really drawing circles, 3 ones, big ones. And inhale, lift your knee high. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest, weight forward into your hands. Inhale, lower your shin almost all the way down to the mat. Exhale, press it back up. Use your core. Inhale, exhale to lift. Once more, inhale, exhale to lift. Stay for the inhale. Really create space by lifting your chest away from the mat. Exhale, place the foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down, untuck your back toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up for anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower down. Really fine in Anjaney. All the same activation that we are using in half Hanuman, to kind of squeeze your front knee back towards the back knee. Really find an activation at the same time as you lower your hip. Inhale for length and exhale, find a twist. Right arm forward, left hand back. Inhale to lift, exhale, settle in. Inhale, left arm sweeps down and up. And exhale, twist once more. Working into those shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale to twist. Once more, inhale. Stay in the center, palms come to touch. Inhale, find length through your arms. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, lift your chest. Squeeze your palms together. Squeeze your core. Lower your shoulder blades down, maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Hold it. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, let go of your hands, frame your front foot, and just stretch your legs, left leg out, toes point to the ceiling. Inhale, stick your butt out, bring the chest to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Don't forget the activation, pressing the front heel down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift halfway. And then just start to climb your way back into hero pose. Make sure that you can see the entire sole of your right foot on the outside of your right glute. You can stay here. Maybe you find a nice quad stretch, or if you want more, and maybe if you did it on the other side, I encourage you to try to go for the same depth on this side. That means I should go all the way down. Just scooch myself forward. And as always, even if we are in a more restorative pose, find activation. If you're all the way down, press the knee down. Make sure the knee doesn't rise up. That kind of eliminates the quad stretch. And also find heaviness in your hip. So you really find these two forces pulling your leg down and creating flexibility in your quad, bringing new blood into that muscle. Squeeze your core and come all the way back up. Place the sole of your front foot to the mat. Step your back knee back just slightly, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, lift your chest, lower your hip. And exhale, heel toe your left foot over to the right side of the mat. Lower your left knee down for pigeon. Untuck your back toe. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, really sink down. Make your hips heavy. And just make sure that your right hip is rolling down. If you want to the other variation with a bent leg, you can do that on this side too. Roll your hip down. Lift your chest, squeeze your core, and just gently climb forward. If you did it on the other side, if it is in your practice. Fingertips to the mat, climb all the way up, engage your core, lean over into your left glute so that you can sweep your right leg forward into Navasana. I'm going to do another variation this time. Lift your chest, squeeze your core, look at your toes, engage your legs. Inhale, lower down. Now when you exhale, I want you just to draw one knee into the chest. Inhale to lower. Exhale, the other knee draws in. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Two more each side. Last one. Hold it down. Squeeze everything. Really active legs. Press the lower back down. For 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a squeeze. Grab hold of the back of your thighs and just take a couple of rolls. Really great for massaging your spine. Place the soles of your feet to the mat. Lean forward. Place your palms down. Step back into high plank. Inhale, weight forward. Gaze slightly in forward of your hands. Exhale, halfway down chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a high plank, roll forward. Exhale, lower your knees almost all the way to the mat. Press the mat away, round your back, look towards your navel, and really squeeze your core, hold it here. And exhale, lower your knees at the exact same time all the way down. Untuck your toes and just lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your feet to touch. Squeeze your entire backside, your glutes, your hamstrings. Activate through your feet. Arms back, palms are facing down. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs. And lift your arms, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Draw your hands, your fingertips towards your feet. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower. I'm always shaking. My legs are always shaking like crazy when I do this locust. Come back to center. We're gonna go for one more. So sweep your arms back, palms facing down, feet together. Engage your entire backside. Inhale, lift up, lift your chest, gaze forward, maybe slightly up. Lift a little higher. Squeeze everything to the midline. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Just find your breath again. Palms underneath your shoulders. And just come all the way back up to seated. And stretch your right leg out. Bring the sole of your left foot to the mat and grab hold with your right hand on your left ankle. It doesn't matter if your left hip is lifted off the floor here. Inhale, sweep your arm up, and exhale, just lean over towards the right. But just make sure that your left knee is not falling in, but it's really like having a direction out, away from the body. Just lean in. Maybe you can find your toes. Maybe you're here. As always, it is not what is important. The only important thing is that you're here right now. You are investing in your body, in mobility, in your mind and body connection. Inhale, come back to center. Switch out the legs. Left leg stretches out. Right sole of the foot to the mat. Just turn it slightly out so that it points like in a 45 degrees, like where it would be if you were having your leg stretched out. Left hand grabs hold of the right ankle. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale. Lean over, lift your chest. Maybe you can gaze up and just find that heaviness in your right hip, through your right knee, to really, really find length through your entire right side. Do I have toes here? Yay! Inhale, sweep back up. Bring your feet together. Stretch your legs out straight in front of you and make sure that your sitting bones are in contact with the mat. So you have to lift some things away. Maybe you need to. Inhale, sweep your arms up, squeeze your core for the very last time this class. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, really find even more length. Stick your butt out to the back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. And just continue rolling all the way down into your Savasana. Well deserved. Spread your feet mat width apart. Arms alongside of your body. Let your palms face upwards. Just let go of any activation that you have had in your breath throughout this class. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Two more like that. Inhale. And sigh it out. Last one. And let it go. Just feel your entire body just sliding into relaxation. Let go of all the tensions in your feet, in your toes, the soles of your feet, your ankles, your calves and around your knee. Just let your thighs become really soft. And just let your hips melt down towards the mat. Make your belly become completely soft. And just move gently with each inhale and exhale. Relax your chest and your shoulders. Just let them fall out over the mat. Relax your arms, your forearms, your wrists, your palms, your fingers, all the way out to each fingertip. Relax the lower part of your back, the upper part of your back. Let go of any tension in your neck and the back of your skull, all the way to the top of your head, and make your forehead just become smooth. Relax your temples, behind your eyes. Relax your jaw and just let your tongue fall down and just rest in your mouth. And just stay here with nothing to do, nothing to manage, just being here at rest. You're welcome to stay in this Savasana for as long as you please. If you have the time, I encourage you to stay here for at least 5 more minutes before you gently wake your body up again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.